The following program is made by a volunteer producer. The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the producers and/or the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of MCM Productions.
Cagney and Lacey, they canceled it 3 times. I mean, it's a wonder they didn't try and kill him with a stick. What is their problem?
Because we gotta seem in charge. We gotta seem like we can handle everything ourselves, like a normal family, or else they have an excuse to split us up.
Well, again, not if we're working together. Now, what makes you think that I would want to work with you?
I want to be your friend. Christy Huddleston, who are you?
I wish I knew.
Chief Black Kettle just gave you your Cheyenne name. Medicine woman.
Sitting in your easy chair with the remote control in your hand. You can doze on off or you can get up and make a stand. And here's your opportunity to have a say in what you see. Viewer's voice, the viewer's choice, viewer's voice. For all the times you wish that you could do something about the things that's showing you.
Welcome to the Viewer's Voice Show. Hi, I'm Sharon Barbara, and I'm here with my co-host, Barbara Wagner. And we're at a special event today for the K9s. Here we have 2 young people here with the shirts that are being sold here today. Unfortunately, this is the only place you're going to be able to buy these shirts. But they are really neat, and this really is a great event, Barbara. You know, I'm going to get some more to say about it. You know, you've been to this already.
Well, I have been to one in the past, and I know they're always very successful. You know, Sharon, there are close to 300 canine dogs in Wisconsin, and most of them do not have safety vests.
I'll be there.
And they're in the line of duty almost every day, and there's nothing to protect them. So this is such a wonderful fundraiser to raise the monies for those vests for those dogs.
Yeah, I think it's just as important for them to have the protection as the police officers themselves, you know.
Exactly.
So anyway, this is a great event, and I want to thank these 2 people here for holding up the shirts for us. And stay with us. I think we have a really great show for you today.
All right, and let us now undertake this asking of God to claim these dogs. That's what a blessing is. It's a claiming, but it's as much asking the remnants of life in God that is through all creation, as well as pulling God down. So it's both ends. So let's begin. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. May God, who is wonderful in all his works, be with every one of you. And so we begin our prayer this morning remembering St. Francis of Assisi, who had a joyful and deep reverence for creation. As we remember the life of Francis, let us renew our love of all God's creation, great and small. A prayer over the animals. Great God, you have gifted us with a presence in our lives to save us from ourselves. You have given us animals whose lives speak to us of devotion and of heart and of patience, endurance, and of powerful, faithful presence and of love without reason. Give us, great and gentle God, a caring appreciation of those creatures who model for us your companionship and protection, as well as your personal care. We have seen in them, loving God, the stability of commitment and the greatness of trust that we owe to you. For the joy they have brought us and the faith in humanity they have shown us, we thank you, our God. In them we sense the goodness of the cosmos and the graciousness of creation, and insight into the sacredness of our own animal nature. For that we are forever grateful. Tempted to take creatures of the world for granted, inclined to treat them more as we try to take them more as property Give us the grace, O God, to forever care for them as you have cared for us. We see in them living signs of the network of nature of which we are also a part. May you, great God, who made them, reward them with good caretakers, with bright sun and days of play, with a comfortable old age, and with love they deserve for having so faithfully loved us. Give us the vision to squander our lives on them as they have squandered theirs on us. For all of them, great God, we give thanks and see glory in growing with them as well. Now I will ask a blessing. Actually, I'll come to each animal and lay my hands on first, and then we'll do the blessing. Okay.
Maybe I'm used to my dog.
And finally, God's blessing. Let us pray. Most loving God and Creator, your world is wonderful, and to you alone do all things belong. Be praised for giving us these animals which fill our world. May be always good to our pets and care for them so that they too may be happy and healthy. As we care for these animals, may we care for all of your wonderful creation as you, our good shepherd, care for us. We ask this through Christ our Lord, and may God bless us all. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, we're back here with Dr. Marla Lichtenberger. Hi, Dr. Lichtenberger. Why don't you tell us
Good morning.
Tell us a little bit about your role with this huge event today and what your hopes are for the event today.
Yeah, this is the MECA K9 Police Officer Fest that we vest all the dogs in Wisconsin that are canine police dogs. We want to have them all vested because they are so important to us. They're the first ones at the crime scene. They're the first responders anywhere, and they are the first ones, obviously, that are going to get shot or stabbed. So we want to try to protect them with vests, and that's our primary importance. We also want to raise awareness of the need for more dogs. When dogs retire, they need another dog, and to purchase these dogs are about $25,000.
Oh, wow.
The vests are about $1,000 each. So we're trying to raise awareness and bring everybody in to donate so that we can vest every single canine police dog in Wisconsin.
And that is a wonderful goal. We hope that you can raise that kind of money here today. Tell us briefly, too, about the building behind us here. I know you have a little something to do with MECA. Why don't you tell us about that?
Yes, I'm the owner of the Milwaukee Emergency Center for Animals, and I'm a critical care veterinary specialist. And we have a 24/7 hospital that was opened. Our doors were opened in 2009. And we've gone 6 strong years now. We're a very busy critical care practice that sees exotic pets, sees emergencies, dentals. We have a chiropractor that happens to be here today doing free chiropractic work. And on dogs, yes. And we have a behavioralist too, and surgeons, and so we're a very busy practice, and I love my work.
Have you ever had any police dogs as patients over here?
Yes, we've had police dogs as patients many times. Either police dogs that were on duty and got hurt, they've come in here, or off duty even. A lot of the dogs have come in here with other type of illnesses outside. One came in with a severe allergic reaction a couple years ago and almost died in the hospital, but it's the West Dallas police dog, but is here still walking and working because of our hospital.
That's wonderful. Sharon, did you have a question for Dr. Marla?
Just wanted to say, you know, there's a movie out now. Did you see that movie, Max?
Yes.
I said that's with war dogs, though, and I said it's very impressive what they're doing for these animals because they deserve as much protection as with the officer that has them. So.
Yeah, that's very correct. I mean, I love these dogs. They're incredible. They're like 10 men actually. So one dog can be like 10 men because you think about it, in their eyes, they are going in on a crime scene and going fast and furious towards the criminal and not thinking about it at all.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's very impressive that they're doing this, and I'm 100% supportive of this, and hopefully we can do something to help out here a little bit. These shirts that they've got that they're selling now, the whole profit goes to the dogs?
All the profits for the T-shirts, and when the Brewers come in about an hour, and there's a Packer player coming too, Jared Abradaris. They're signing autographs for free. They're doing it for free. And we're donating all that money for the autographs to the MECA Vest.
Yeah, that's great. Wonderful. Yeah, well, thank you very much for joining us today, and we're so happy we came out here to do this. I think this is very impressive, and a lot of people, I think, will appreciate it.
Thank you very much, too.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks. What are they supposed to put them in?
Okay, to start out this morning, I am Sergeant Scott Zinkowitz from the Greenfield Police Department. This is Sergeant Eric Lindstrom and K9 DJ. He's going to be the first demonstrator this morning. As we go throughout the day, we'll probably have a demonstration on the hour. About a 15-minute demonstration afterwards. Feel free to ask any questions. Come up, speak with us. We do have some K9 replicas up here that are for sale. We got cards. We got some vests that are on display here. Obviously, DJs that was donated to them is up here. We also have some other equipment that we use. Feel free, like I said, to ask any questions as we go along here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to do some narcotics search. DJ is actually what's called a cross-trained dog. He does both narcotics and patrol. Actually, all the dogs you see here today are going to be that way. And when I say patrol, patrol actually has a lot of different aspects to it. Patrol is anything from apprehension to searching for articles and or people, officer protection. And just so everybody knows, along with one of the bags having narcotics in it, other bags have dog bones, candy, other distractions. And he has located it. Give him a big hand. And like I said, as you can see, he went right over the suitcases that had dog bones in it. That's fun for them to actually get that odor because afterwards they get a reward. They know it. So to them it's a game. To us it seems pretty important. To them they're just playing. The canine handlers and their partners actually go through a lot of training. Most of it's done on duty. But Sergeant Lindstrom has probably around 40 training scenarios he has to run through each month. A lot of them seem to get repetitive at times. But that's what makes the dog so good, the repetition. A little agility here. And the agility is really important. I mean, it looks great going over obstacles, going through windows, but it's actually really important. We got to know that when these dogs get into any environment, that they're not going to be scared. And as funny as it may sound, some dogs are scared of slippery floors, wood floors, tile floors. that in itself is agility to make sure the dogs can do that. Open stairwells, things like that. Which you wouldn't normally think of with a house dog, but those things that we've got to know that the dogs will go through. Now, here comes Officer Tomaszewski. She's going to play our chew toy of the day. As you can see, the dogs get really excited. This is their most rewarding thing to do. This is like the best toy they can have. Big round of applause. We're going to do some obedience around the bite suit. This is very, very important for the dog to know when to bite and when not to bite. This just doesn't come overnight. A new dog is always going to want to take that bite because that's ingrained into them. And it's fun for them, so they want to do that. So to be able to take a bite and then go into obedience like this is very difficult, takes a lot of training. And obviously everybody can see the focus that the dog has on the handler. Now he's just showing off. Give her a round of applause. And like I said, our demos aren't going to be that long today, about 15 minutes. We don't want to overwork the dogs, obviously. You guys know it's hot, we know it's hot. The dogs will keep going, we can push them, but they don't know it's that hot. They're going to keep going until they fall over, so. So I'll go through a couple things with the dogs as long as you guys are here. Marla had quoted the price on the dogs. Yes, they are quite expensive. A lot of that price is not just the price of the dog, it's the price of the training that we get when we go down there. Everybody gets their dogs from different areas. Greenfield gets theirs from Southern Police K9, which is in North Carolina. The dogs are imported from generally Holland. The price is generally $14,000, and then the expense for the officer to go down there, the squad car, and the equipment we need can get anywhere in the range of $25,000 to maybe even more $1,000. We go down there for 6 weeks. They pair up the dog generally before the handler gets down there. In our case, we know the owner of the company really well, so we can kind of tell them what kind of handler we have coming down. The training, like I said, is 6 weeks that they're gone. When they come back, they're ready to go on the road. While they're gone, we get things ready at their houses. The dogs actually go home with them. So we put up a kennel at their house, make sure everything's set, make sure everything's secure. These dogs, and I talk from experience because my dog retired 2 years ago. He was here at the first event, K9 Badger, if anybody was here for that. He's still home, he's still doing well. He's got some back problems, but thanks to Marla and her help, he's doing actually pretty good. But they go home with you every day. They're a part of your life, they're a part of your family. The squad car goes home. It's a lot of responsibility. You can get called out 24/7. Your training is endless. Your schedule gets moved around. These guys put a lot of time and effort into this. So when you see this and it looks really easy, a lot of time and effort went into it. So if you guys have any questions along the way, feel free to ask. I can answer anything right now if anybody's got a question. Wow, I think this is the first. No hands up. Usually I get like 10 hands up. Go ahead. Looks. She asked how you get picked to be a K9 handler. Actually, I got a couple of laughs that it's not looks. Okay, so we'll really explain it. To be a K9 handler, you know, it's one of those things that you got to have a love of dogs. When I started with the department, I knew I wanted to be involved with the dog program. Didn't know where it was going to take me, but that was my first inquiry. How do I get involved? As Officer Tomaszewski is in the bite suit, that's where most of us start out. You got to be on the working end of the dog. You got to take a lot of bites from a lot of dogs before you get to handle one. One, it shows your dedication to it, gives you a little experience on how the dogs work and how they react. That's what we want. Just having a dog at home doesn't really qualify you to be a K9 handler because they're two different things. My house dogs are just not like my K9. They just don't have that type of training. and they don't have I don't put the time into them as I do a work dog. So basically, we got to go through an interview process, go through a panel of experienced canine supervisors, and you get asked questions, canine related, police related, to see if you can make good judgment calls. Because you got to remember, the use of force on a canine, when we release our dog, and if he's going to apprehend someone, it's actually the officer's decision, not the dog. Because the dog, in theory, is supposed to be well enough trained that the handler makes all the calls. The dog shouldn't bite unless you want him to bite. So we got to make sure that officer understands that and is experienced enough and has enough common sense that he can handle that dog. And on top of it, they got to have the dedication to be there to train the dog for so many hours. So that's kind of how we pick the dog handlers. Yes, sir.
You kind of answered the question already, but if you are allowed to have your own personal dog as well?
Yes.
They don't interfere with any training?
No. Basically, the canines are kept in kennels outside, and I mean, you can have a kennel for your house dog, but they're not kept together. Now, eventually, when I had my dog Badger, probably for the first 2 years, I didn't introduce the dogs together, but after a while, it just kind of happens. The dogs are dogs. And once they know that they're at home and he's not working, they relax. They usually get along somewhat with the other dogs. I know Sergeant Lindstrom, his dogs get along with his dog decent. I think one, they kind of bark a lot at each other, but any other questions?
What's the average force?
We usually get the dogs when they're about 18 months old, 2 years old, and they usually work for about 8 years, till they're about 10 years old. And that all is dependent. The Badger went till he was 10, but I would have worked longer, but he had three discs that were rubbing together that caused his legs to go kind of not paralyzed, but if he'd take a bite or a hit with his head, his legs would go numb. So, yes, sir.
Do you only use shepherds, or are there other breeds?
Actually, it's a great question because it depends. Each department has their own preference. We usually go with what our breeder likes, and he was very strong with Belgian Malinois, and now he breeds his own dogs, and they're a mix between a Belgian Malinois and a German Shepherd. So DJ is actually a mix. But you'll see a lot of Shepherds, and actually a lot of the dogs in the Milwaukee area are from Southern Police Canine. So it's hard to tell. I mean, they look like Shepherds, but a lot of them have the Belgian Malinois. And Badger himself is actually a Belgian Malinois and a Dutch Shepherd mix. So I think those are probably the three biggest breeds are going to be German Shepherds, Belgian Malinois, and Dutch Shepherds that you see as police working dogs. Yes, sir.
Are male or female dogs?
That is the question of the day. We use male. But I think males are dominant in this profession just because of their size. The female dog generally a little smaller, and if you're going to have a dog that's going to apprehend someone that's 250 pounds, you're probably going to want a bigger dog. However, a lot of the bomb dogs and drug dogs, they're just sole purpose, the single purpose dogs, I see a lot of females doing that stuff. So at that point, I don't think it matters too much. One more question, young man. What's my favorite police dog? Badger. Because he was mine. DJ and Karma are close second, but we'll stay with Badger.
Hi, we're here with Sergeant Lindstrom from the Greenfield Police Department, and I'm going to have him introduce us to his canine partner.
Hello, this is Canine DJ. He's a 6-year-old mixed. He's a German Shepherd and a Belgian Malinois.
And how long have you two been partners?
We've been together since 2010.
Oh, wow. And tell us about, well, first of all, does he have a canine safety vest?
He does, yes. It's up for display right now up on the table for everyone to look at. But yeah, it was provided by MECA by the funds that they get from this event.
Wonderful. And has he ever been injured in the line of duty?
Luckily, no. Only in training he got hurt a little bit, but nothing serious. And I've been fortunate not to have him hurt.
Sharon, did you have a question for Sergeant Lindstrom?
Yes. Well, how old are they to be when they get retired?
Normally they last till they're about 9 or 10 years old. It depends on their health. We'll try to keep them working as long as they're healthy.
Okay. And then what happens to the dogs afterwards? Do you get to keep them? And
yes, the handler has the option to keep the dogs, and obviously you're going to because you know you love the dogs. You're with them all the time. So.
Right. Do you have kids at home?
I don't have kids. I am married. But there's plenty of the other guys here that are working dogs that do have families, do have kids, and as long as the dog knows it's part of the family, there's absolutely no problems.
I had a question too. I heard during the demonstration that they import these dogs from Europe. Can you explain the rationalization for that, why they do that?
It's actually a kennel that we go through in North Carolina. He actually owns a breeding facility in Holland. So what he does is he takes all the dogs from around Europe, he'll bring him to his breeding facility so he can get a good mix of dogs, so he's not overbreeding any specific lines. And then he'll bring them back to North Carolina and he'll sell them out to police departments.
I see. And there's special qualities and traits that they would be breeding for then?
Absolutely. You know, he keeps the lines of police dogs that have been doing really well. But don't ask me how he does it. He's just a master at knowing and watching dogs and testing them and understanding what qualities are good in them.
That's wonderful. Anything else, Sharon?
No, I don't think so. What about you? Do you have anything to say to us? Huh?
DJ.
There we go. Very good. Okay, well, thank you for joining us today. Appreciate it.
Thank you, DJ.
Enjoy the festival. Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you, DJ.
Aw. You big baby, huh? All right. I'm here with two special guests of mine here. Two buddies of mine, my grandsons. This is Matthew Sogstad.
Hello.
He's a big baseball fan, and they're waiting to get an autograph from the Brewers. And this is Bradley.
Yay!
Bradley Rohde. And Bradley is a big dog lover. And eventually we're going to have a dog. But what kind of dog are you going to get?
Cocker Spaniel.
That's the way.
That's the way. Just like grandma, just like grandson.
Right. Okay, well, thank you, boys, for being on.
Okay,
appreciate it.
Woof woof.
Woof woof.
Woof woof.
Okay, good.
But you know, you're going to wait right here until we get all them out, and then
Hi everyone, I just want to remind everyone, if you haven't read Anita Hart, I'm sure he introduced her, but she's very famous in Hollywood. She's homegrown here. She stunt doubled for Angelina Jolie. She stunt doubled for Elizabeth Hurley. And she was on Oprah for having the best butt in the world, internationally. So, just so you know, in the back of your program book, there is a page. Anita will stay after and sign autographs. If anybody wants to get an autograph, please go to the tent up there. She'll do selfies as well. And tickets will be sold up there. Thank you.
Anita, just so you know, everybody's letting go. I don't think she's got the best butt in the world in this thing. DJ doesn't worry about your credentials.
Yeah. That's what he's trying to do. Yeah.
You up for another one? All right.
What you doing?
And like I said, that's a lot of training right there to go into being able to be petted by the person that's in the bicycle. Although he's got another toy he likes in his mouth, so he's content. Anita, thank you. Have you ever taken a dog bite in your career?
Never, never. I've done a lot of things. I've been hit by cars, lit on fire, jumped off buildings. But like this guy, he grips so hard, I can feel him on my arm. It's amazing. Oh yeah.
Well, thank you very much. We definitely appreciate it.
Hi, we're back here with Anita Hart, who's a stunt woman, and another canine officer has joined us as well, and Anita's going to introduce us to the young man. So, Anita, tell us why you're here today, and also please introduce us to that young man.
I'm here to support this event. We're trying to get vests on all these dogs and raise money for them. And I was here to do the exhibition with DJ. This is my son, Jaden. He's 7 years old. He's the love of my life and a great little guy, that's for sure. And he loves dogs, so he's my partner in crime.
Say, what little boy doesn't, huh? Love
exactly,
dogs?
Exactly. He's like, Mom, can we have a dog? I'm allergic to dogs. We can't have one. Yeah.
Hey,
but,
that's no excuse nowadays.
I know. But, you know, Deb asked me, she's like, hey, Anita, you want to get that suit on and be attacked by DJ? And I'm like, oh, heck yeah. You know, dress me up, I'll do this. Yeah, I mean, I haven't done a stunt in a while, so why not, right? Wow. So it was actually a lot of fun, and I enjoy doing, you know, anything to help with animals, and I work on other events with Deb as well. She's wonderful.
I don't imagine that would have scared you doing that since you're a stunt woman, but weren't you just a little bit?
No, actually, because Deb goes, can't you just do it in your dress? Because I brought clothes to change into. And I'm like, yeah, I guess I could. You know, I got my heels on, and I'm thinking, the only thing I was afraid of is like the dog was going to pull me off my feet. Yeah. Because I'm in heels. I'm like, strong. Yeah. And he's really strong. But you know what? When I do stunts, I've had to do like back handsprings and fights in 5-inch heels. So I'm used to it. I have good balance. So I'm like, okay. The thing I was worried about when he was on my arm is I'm like, don't fall over. That's all I care about.
Yeah. No lie. Now let's introduce you. You want to introduce yourself and your friend?
Sure, I am Detective Jamie Arnold from the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office. This is my canine partner, Bodie. I've had Bodie for about 3 years now. Marla actually did a surgery on him 2 years back when he was pretty messed up from he had an intestinal problem that she did surgery on, so Bodie and I really thank her, and they did a wonderful job here, so we're always out here to help and support any which way we can.
Thank you. Do you have anything coming up now that you're in, or?
Actually, there's a show called Empire. Yeah,
I've seen it.
Yeah,
I got a copy.
One of my best friends, Manny Perry, he's a stunt coordinator. He's from LA, but he's in Chicago right now. So we're waiting for a spot for me, and I'll be working on that. So that's the only thing that I really have. I'm pretty much trying to work out of Chicago. I worked on Divergent. I got called to work on Transformers, but then they didn't need me, so that was kind of a bummer. I really wanted to work on a Michael Bay film so bad. It's on my bucket list. And I work on Chicago PD, and hopefully what I have coming up right now is Empire. But I'm going to be heading back to California for a little while to try to get some work there because I work more in California than I do here.
Yeah,
there's not a lot here. So. Yeah, there's nothing in Wisconsin.
They're trying though. It's just a matter, I guess, with the unions and stuff. So.
We don't have. What's the word I'm looking for? Dole took away the incentive here. We had a 25% incentive, but
took that away,
they took it away. So there's no incentive. So nobody's coming back here right now, so hopefully we'll get it back. I know they're working on it, but Chicago has a 35% incentive, so they're going to go to Chicago.
Oh yeah, that's
the reason. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you got anything to say to us here?
Anything?
Okay. You like dogs, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah? You like a dog like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll have to get your mother on some pills.
Allergy pills.
Yeah, allergy pills.
I took mine today. Yeah, I took mine today. I was prepared.
Okay, well, thank you very much for being with us, all of you. Yeah, see you.
Being from Milwaukee, I thought I ought to write a song about Harley Davidson. So I did, and I put it on my brand new CD, which I recorded down in Nashville with some phenomenal musicians. So I'm very proud of my new CD, and I'm excited for you to hear these songs fully produced. It's about a moonlight ride on the back of a Harley. This is called Harley. going over 60. Cause no one's around in this sleepy town but you and me, baby. Late night ride, my arms wrapped tight around your body. Feels so right on the back of your bike. Where you gonna take me tonight? Like a rocket on the road, baby, let's go. Get lost down the back road till the stars fade away at dawn. Yeah, you'll be driving me home on the back of your Harley. On the back of your Harley. You know I like your dangerous side, being wild and free. I know you like the moon shining bright. Call me your baby. So rev it up, kick up some dust. Let's get crazy. Don't slow down, let's cover some ground. Where you gonna take me tonight? Like a rocket on the road, baby, let's go. Get lost down the back road till the stars fade away at dawn. Yeah, you'll be driving me home on the back of your Harley. On the back of your Harley. Let's make some moonlight memories underneath the midnight summer sky. Tell me, baby, have you ever felt so light? Like a rocket on the road, baby, let's go. Get lost down the back road till the stars fade away at dawn. Yeah, you'll be driving me home. Like a rocket on the road, baby, let's go. Get lost down the back road till the stars fade away at dawn. Yeah, you'll be driving me home on the back of your Harley. On the back of your Harley. Harley. Thank you very much.
Dogs are really here this video. Actually, thanks to Marla, we actually fought to state for
Oh, that's cute. That's really nice. Oh, it's like yeah, I'm gonna grab.
Okay. All right. Well, we're back here now at the sign that's giving everybody information here. But we're on our closing of our show here, Barbara, and I think we had a real good one today.
Definitely a successful event. We saw some Brewers, we heard Nora Collins, we got to talk with a couple of those canine police officers and met some of the dogs that'll be benefiting from this wonderful event.
Yeah, this is a great event, and I'm fully supporting of it, and hope we can do more for it with our TV show. Maybe we can get people to put in your donations to this because, you know, it's a very important thing that these pets are protected too. So. Right. All right, well, and it seems everywhere we go, Nora Collins is here, so I don't know.
She follows us around.
I think so. Yeah. All right, until our next show, let your voice be heard, and good night.
Good night.
This program was made by a volunteer producer through MCM, a nonprofit organization.